He is most of the time referred to as the heart of humanity by many people, especially students at the University of the Gambia. He has served as the Dean of School of Arts and Sciences at the University of the Gambia for 10 years, and he has been awarded the Best Dean of the Year award for 3 consecutive times. He is a professor in comparative literature, and he's currently the acting Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academy at the University of the Gambia. He obtained his bachelor's degree in English and French at Cheikh Anta Diop's University in Dakar, Senegal. He also has advanced diploma in education in one of the universities in France with distinction. The most amazing part is he has master's degree in arts with distinction, master's degree in philosophy distinction, and PhD in comparative literature with distinction. This is incredible. He did part of his doctoral research at the University of Sierra Leone and University of London. On many occasions, he served as a visiting lecturer in many universities in France, Sweden, United States of America, and Senegal. Also, he did a study tour in many universities in Finland, Norway, and Sweden. He is a prolific writer. He has written so many articles, and as well as author and co-author many books. Our celebrant is Professor Pierre Gomez. Some of the books that he has authored and co-authors are The Long Road to Democracy in the Gambia, Understanding the Magic Calabash, and Theatrical Representation of Banjul, Reclaiming the Mantle. He has also authored and co-authored books that are written in French.
It's an important moment to talk about the reasons why Professor Pierre Gomez of the University of the Gambia should be celebrated. The intent is to say a few words regarding him whilst he is alive, which will serve as an encouragement to the good work he is doing for the University of the Gambia and for the people of the Gambia, so that more people who, to whom he is a role model, can also emulate the good work that he does for not only UTG but for Gambia generally. Professor Gomez is a man of integrity, a man who accords respect to all irrespective of their status, a man who is able to move mountains. When I say mountains, I mean he is very action oriented. He had been able to, in a very short period of time, do or make a lot of changes to the University of the Gambia when he was accorded the opportunity to be the DPC academics. So let us celebrate him whilst he is alive, so that he could be encouraged to do more, which will be to the interest of UTG, not only UTG, but for Gambia generally. Prof, stay blessed and stay safe.
Professor Pierre Gomez is a man with wit and wisdom. He is indeed resourceful and reliable. I am privileged to know this when I worked with him during the UTG virtual semester, that is the online semester. And I realized that Prof will do everything possible to ensure that things work right. This virtual semester was the first time in the history of the university. When he called me to tell me that there is a possibility for us to go online, I couldn't believe it. But with the energy, the commitment I've seen in him, it's manifested that, of course, he is somebody who ought to be praised and who ought to be recognized at the highest level. So Professor Pierre Gomez, the acting Vice Chancellor of the University of the Gambia, is a man who deserves to be celebrated.
I have known Prof for a very long time. He was my lecturer and my mentor and my supervisor. So the reason we should celebrate Prof is he's a dynamic person. He has contributed towards the knowledge in UTG. He has contributed tremendously towards impacting the lives of his colleagues, the people he worked with. He has impacted the lives of students, and he has a vision. He has a vision to make sure that UTG fulfills a mandate towards education, and he has been working towards making sure that everyone in UTG has the same focus, has the same appreciation towards education and towards meeting a goal and a vision. I think celebrating him is one of the biggest achievements that this country is heading towards. We need to celebrate people of dynamic vision. We need to celebrate them when they are alive, while they are with us. Prof. Gomez is a visionary person. As my life coach, I could always look up to him as a model figure. And whenever he gives me advice, I have seen the results to the advice that he has been giving me over the years. He had mentored me in such a way that he molded me towards seeing the goals that I need to set, and then he had made sure that I have achieved those goals in terms of my career and in terms of life. He is somebody who has always strived towards making me see that education has played a dynamic role in the life of many Gambians. And as a feminist, or as a female who has moved towards that agenda, I realized that Prof has helped me towards seeing that education and women achievement has been a target that many people have tried to achieve. But for him, he is dynamic enough to make sure that whenever he set goals, whenever he set priorities, he tried to fulfill those priorities. Him, I am honored to be part of his team. I am honored to work with him. I am honored to be mentored by him. So celebrating Prof at this decade is one of the biggest achievements this country could ever face. And his mentorship has been one of my best achievements. So I thank you, Prof. I celebrate you, and let's move towards achieving a lot in this country together.
I first met Prof.Pierre Gomez at American Corner, the Gambia in 2014. Later we met at the University of the Gambia. Then he was the Dean of School of Arts and Sciences. Prof.Pierre Gomez has impacted our lives in many ways, inclusive, promoting and then adapting that culture of reading in us, and also respecting diversity. Prof.Pierre Gomez also motivates us to develop ourselves, because in order to develop the nation, you must be equipped as an individual to contribute well in a society. Prof.Pierre Gomez deserves to be celebrated in many ways because he's that leader that serves with distinction. He has no regards for any differences that has to do with an individual differences, or anything that has to do with your religion, or anything that has to do with your political affiliation. So these are the people that we need in the society, people that are impartial, people that serve with that quality of leadership to deliver for the purpose of common good.
I think if we have to talk about Prof. Gomez, we will spend the whole day here. But what is important for many to know is that Prof is a selfless man, he is a peaceful man, and he is somebody who is determined to bring out the good in people, for them to be the Gambians that most people do not think they can be. Prof is one person who encouraged us at the university to stay around, to be here for Gambia, despite all the odds. Prof is also one person at the university who wants to protect us in the school system and let us know that education is the best thing that we can have, and then no matter what happens, we have to practice what we teach. I think my best experiences with him and what I've learned from him so far that I appreciated so much is the fact that he has taught me that against all odds, we are Gambians. We have to appreciate that we are Gambians. We have to love Gambia and appreciate Gambia and practice what we preach.
I think that, well, it's very, very gratifying to see people recognizing your work, and we thank them for that. And for us, this is part of the service in line with our core values enshrined in our national hymn, and that is the national anthem, that is the common good. So that's the whole objective for us, to be useful. For us, a citizen and an academic, an intellectual exists because he is useful, but useful to society. If not, for me, you are not a citizen, you are not an intellectual, and therefore there's something missing. And that's what we've been trying to do in line with our mandate at the university, to teach, to conduct research, but community service. And community service is responding to the needs and demands of your people by getting the necessary skills and knowledge, but also, and then from there now share with the people. And that's what we've been trying to do for the past years, and been inspired also by other Gambians. One of them for me is seen as the father of Gambian nationalism, Edward Francis Small, who died penniless, who died without children, without wife, for you and I to be in a free Gambia. I want to be that child that Edward Francis Small would have loved to have. And then I want to be useful to my people. And that's what I've been doing, and I feel that it is a mandate that we need to fulfill. That's part of Edward Francis Small's legacy, to be in the service of the Gambian people, and through academia for me. Thank you.
Professor Pierre Gomez, thank you. Thank you, and thank you so much. You contributed a lot for the development of this country, most especially for the advancement of education in this country. You inspire a whole lot of people. So many people are proud of you. We celebrate you today and every single day. You are an icon and you are an asset to this nation. You inspire me a lot, most especially to do more advocacy for the rights of education for every single person in this country. Thank you so very much. We are so proud of you, Professor Pierre Gomez. Live long. May Allah continue to guide and protect you.